the way that your job is structured, I bet a lot of people have this experience. They start disorienting and distracting you from before your workday even begins. So how many people they start at 8:30 in the morning, but at 7:55 you're starting to get messages, or the night before you've received some messages. And now all of a sudden, like you said, in terms of like being destabilized, you're behind. And so if you start your day at your designated start time and you've already received the message that you're behind, the impulse you're going to have is to attempt to catch up. And so this is, like you said, that's a feature, not a bug. That is built into it so that from the jump, they're squeezing as much out of you as they possibly can, because that allows them to not pay you more and not necessarily hire more people. Maybe they can get 1.1 people's worth of work out of you. And if they do that for 10 people, they just got a free person. And they view that as a win. And so you have to look at all of the factors, and you have to look at the size and the scale. You're just one person in this whole big environment. And that can be true even in a startup. Like, let's say there's only 100 people at your company or even fewer. There's still all of these forces. So it's a lot to contend with. And so ultimately, where I come back to there is you have to be cautious and thoughtful about protecting yourself. This is why, again, in some of those stories, it is like, all right, time to move on to a new job.
Yeah.
Um, and you know, the economy continues to change. Sometimes that's easier, sometimes that seems impossible. But even if you say to yourself, okay, I can't move to a new job right now, like maybe there's something holding you in place. Like, you know, you want to have a baby in the next year and you won't be able to qualify for FMLA if you move jobs right now. But so even if you can say to yourself, I know that in another year and a half, I intend to move on from this position. I think that feels better because then you can at least have that internal sense of stability and feel like you're being true to yourself and your values, even if sometimes you have to make compromises in what you're going to do today or tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. I think it's interesting, actually. You're talking about like saying it, that you know, you may leave in a year or so on, right? You're right about the fact that like they're different in that there's budgetary considerations, I think. But the thing that I think is the thread that ties through is that people are seen as commodities, right? And they're not. It's almost like workflow is about out the dollar amount, right? It's about the what we're moving dollars around. This person can handle $30. This person can handle this, whatever. We're moving but the person is now just a number on a sheet